going to set up some twine from here to that door just to hang my hats. And also the acubra. I don't want it to get crushed and lose its shape. I wish I had fishing line. This is not the most eloquent solution. It'll do the job just as well.
How do I do this?
To be honest with you, if you want, the only thing you need to, because you're going to access this, you'll have to unloosen these. You can leave these till I get down Saturday, everything else. And you're going to have to do them unloosen. You're going to have to empty this one and take this one off. Because once you unloosen it, you're not going to be able to tie it back on. Unless you're staying there until you're not.
Oh, I have to. I've got to come pick you up.
So you'll have to empty this. And
Yes.
You'll have to take
Yes.
But
I'm there early, so I can do that.
Yeah. So you go like this. You press it down.
Yeah.
You keep holding it. That button up here.
Yep.
You press down on this, and it loosens.
And you pull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and then it tightens back up again.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about these ones. I mean, this one's just an easy strap. That's okay. But don't kill yourself for getting anything there. I'll be there on Saturday, so if you've got to come down and pick me up at the tent, whatever, who cares?
Will that fit in there? Well, not that this one's special, but I think it works. Look, if you're a tall person, hang on, let me just take my head down because it's bothering me. It's hitting up against the back. If you're a tall person, then this obviously being right here may not work. Oh, it keeps my acubra nice and safe. I'm happy. This one isn't really that special, but in fact, given that statement, I might swap it out because this one's special. This is one of the few things I still kept from my days of service, and it's my pride. And pride and enjoy that one a little bit too. Now this one, I might just chuck it up there. That all works really well. Happy days.
What's happening, Bo?
I am leaving. My time here is done, and it's time now for the country. The rolling hills, warming up and snuggling up against log fires and hot chocolates and toasted marshmallows and lots of tea without having to sweat. All right, bye. Love ya. Good to leave ya.
And there she goes, fully loaded. Party time!
So, some of you might be thinking, Rob, Annalea's gone, mate. What are you going to do, You need to stock up the fridge with the essentials. And I thought, you know what? You're right. I've got to stock up the fridge with the essentials. We are now stocked up with the essentials.
I've always wanted to do this. This is pretty cool. just took a stop, pulled over to have a comfort stop, and of course the toilets aren't connected, so looks like I'm going to have to cross my legs tightly on the last hour and a bit. Unless I can find a bushy tree. Maybe I can find a tree. It's just that there's another person here, you know. I want to see if I can find a tree. Let's see how we go. Let's get back on the road. 1 hour to go.
Me dijo son tantas las que yo tuve, pero me falta, no puedo soltarte, no seas tan.
I think that's just going to get through. Let's get in there and have a look, shall we? Goes there. Let's get going.
Queensland is such a huge state. You don't realise until you start driving from one end to the other. I love driving in the mornings. It's the light is so beautiful, but the only thing that kind of freaks me out a little bit, and I don't like to leave too early, is the potential to hit an animal. You can always see the roadkill after you leave early from a little rural town, and that's unfortunately part and parcel of, you know, that twilight hour when they're most active. And I have a bull bar, so I'm not concerned about the car, although, you know, you never know, something could hit you from the side. Or what really worries me is how I will react, because it's normal and natural instinct if you see something to want to brake suddenly or swerve. And I'm pretty heavily loaded at the moment, especially right at the top. The car's normally not like that. I don't like to travel like that, but we just had a lot of stuff. And yes, we did put light bulky stuff at the top, but still, it's she's heavy. So I'm driving and I keep telling myself, don't brake, you're gonna have to kill it, and it's awful. It's terrible, because ultimately I can say that to myself, but I don't know how I'll react if I see an animal cross in front. my goodness. All right. Where were we? Surat. So this little town, Surat, you can always tell by the town, you get the feel. It's beautiful. It was really lovely. Small town. I walked into the little coffee shop that they had there, and just to pick up, I thought I'll do some brekkie there. I haven't been having brekkie these mornings. I just kind of pick up a tea and go. I did have a little piccolo. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I just need it to keep me awake because I haven't been sleeping the best anyway. None of that's relevant. What's relevant is that there was a book there, and it was called Surat. The stories, the people and their stories, and I just had a flick through it, and it was just beautiful, just incredible. And you know, the pride that these people have in their little town of 1,000 plus, you could just feel it and sense it. It was lovely, and it made me think again about this little project I think that I would like to take on when I get to our new location, and maybe put together something similar to that little book that I saw there in Surat. I think that speaks to me. It's not just about the landscape and what it looks like and how beautiful it is, and all areas have an element of beauty to them, but what I really liked was the people and their stories. So I think it was a bit of a sign for me, because I had been thinking about it since I left Port Douglas, and I think that was just the nail in the coffin that I needed. Anyway, we'll see. I'd like to do that.
Finally, I had gotten to Gundawindi, the last stop before hitting my destination. I had to stop and think about it, but I had driven almost 20 hours and I was still in Queensland. Granted, Gundawindi is, and where I was staying in Gundawindi was approximately 200 metres from the New South Wales border. So the last stop, I was keen to get everything out and just get up the next day and hit the last 4.5 hours left to get to Dorrigo.
We got time on our side, we're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you